there, my HQTs. Happy 5th of July. How's the hangover coming along? I actually don't have one, but I've got the next best thing. Jet lag. I've been in 4 different time zones over the past 4 days. It does something really special to your body clock. It breaks it. But despite the awesome travel, there is no place like coming home to HQ to be with you. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your queen of the quizzing, your Java jolted presenter at your phone's epicenter. I've had a lot of coffee today, that's for sure. Welcome. This is HQ Trivia, where you use your head to win that bread. If you don't act like a dummy, you may win some money. So how did you spend your July 4th? Did you chow down at a barbecue with your besties? Did you pop off at a cool fireworks display? Here's how some of our favorite stars spent the day. Sharon revealed that she has in fact got 4 legs. All the better to run with, Drew. Ariana Grande, she was over the moon in an oversized astronaut suit. What was going on there? And Gwen Stefani showed us that no matter how tall Blake Shelton is, a flagpole is indeed a whole lot taller. That's right, fun times. Now this is season 4 and things are sizzling hot. Can you feel the heat? I'm going to ask you a series of questions tonight and you have 10 seconds to tap that answer. If you get it right, you move on. If you make it to question 11 and you get that correct, you will have the chance to win a cash prize or keep playing towards the jackpot. And of course, we'll have some other prize questions in the mix along the way. That means more winning and more Wonga. Now tonight, the jackpot explosive $215,000. You could celebrate Independence Year with that stack of cash right there. That's a lot of money. Now this Sunday, Harry Potter Trivia is back. Yay! Half the game is Potterfied, while the next half is general knowledge. Nice blend for you there. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. So live your dream this Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Now, you all want to level up as high as you can this season, don't you? Of course you do. And we can help. You can buy points multipliers if you see it on your screen right now. The more points you earn, the higher your level. The higher your level, the better chance you have of winning cold, hard cash and hitting the massive jackpot as well. Okay, in order to get your brains warmed up and ready to go this evening, we're going to play a little game called Marry, Kiss, Cancel. This is a family show, so we've modified it from the original version. You have to choose who you'd kiss, marry, or cancel from the following Guess Who characters. Here's our first hottie. Joe. Remember Joe? Joe knows how to take a selfie. He's got the pout going on. Yeah, he's got the duck face. So which would you do? Marry, kiss, or cancel? When it comes to Joe, don't be too harsh on the poor guy. Marry, kiss, or cancel Joe. What do you think, guys? Okay, you all want to cancel, or a lot of you want to cancel Joe, 67%. Moving swiftly on to Maria. Maria even has a hot French accent. Ah, oui, oui. That beret is a telltale sign, isn't it? Maria is pretty hot. Would you marry, kiss, or cancel Maria? Have a think about that one. You cancelled Joe. I would marry Maria. Why not? Okay, well, 43% of you want to kiss Maria. Okay, I like that. You like her a bit better than Joe, don't you? Here's Peter, old wise. He looks like a friendly kind of guy, but is he friendly enough to spend the rest of your life with? He's got those baby blues, Peter does. I used to love Guess Who growing up. Marry, kiss, or cancel, Peter? What's it going to be? I have a feeling you're not going to be too kind to Peter. Oh, yes, I was right. 70% of you want to cancel Peter. We do have time for one more. We've got Susan. And it looks like she's blushing. I think you embarrassed her. Either that or it's bad sunburn. Which could it be? All right, Susan, cancel, marry, or kiss? All right, we don't have time for that. That was a lot of fun. And let's count it down because the real games are about to begin. Okay, you probably cancelled, Susan, didn't you? All right, it's about that time. Time to get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Which of these meats is typically sold in cylindrical form? Salami, bacon, prosciutto? This is for you meat eaters out there. Cylindrical form. Well, if you went for bacon, I guess you think pigs fly too. It's salami. You're going balmy over the salami. Aren't you? 169,000 of you certainly are. Now, salami is salted and fermented pork. Oh, and it's raw. Sorry to break it to you, but all these years you've been feasting on raw swine. Delicious. Now remember, don't get caught on a savage question or even a brutal one without the security of an extra life. You can use up to 3 in a single game now. Buy one right now if you see it on your screen. You can also buy extra lives throughout the game by tapping on the little heart icon below. Only rule is you can't use them on prize questions or after Q12, so bear that in mind. Here's Q2. What is a traditional anniversary gift to commemorate the first year of marriage? Though you're after the paper tonight, who needs diamonds and pearls to show their love and commitment when you can just buy some cheap old paper to do the job instead, and you have a good excuse for it as well. Q3. What kind of bird is this right here? Oh, that looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? What kind of bird is that? Is that an albatross, blue jay, or robin? Spread your wings and fly, fly high tonight. Now, if you can find a robin as big as that bird, I will personally give you $215,000 from my own bank account. It's albatross. We're looking for albatross, 160,000 if you're flying forwards. The albatross is a massive seabird, so huge, in fact, that its wingspan is likely twice the size of you, up to 11 feet wide, so don't cross an albatross. It's not a good idea. Q4. What do mule shoes typically not have? Backs, straps, heels. Doesn't matter how fashionable those shoes are. It doesn't sound it when you say mules, does it? It's easy access for your tootsies. Mules have no back. You have each other's back on this 100,000 of you do. Now, mules started out in the boudoir as bedroom shoes in ancient Rome, and they've walked a long way since then, coming in a variety of easily kicked off styles from flats to heels. Maybe I'm wearing some right now. That was a brutal question, by the way, wasn't it? Q5. My greatest skill has been to want but little is a quote from which famous writer? Henry David Thoreau, J.D. Salinger, or Ernest Hemingway? Let's see who really reads these days. Few of us have that skill nowadays. We all want as much as we can get, letting go of the greed. It's Thoreau. That didn't throw you off, but that was a savage question. Almost 100,000 of you are gone. 62,000 of you are holding on tight. You read books. Thoreau's book, Walden, is about a man who goes off to live in the woods to find the simple life. Kind of like Paris Hilton, actually. Q6, what kind of flower is this right here? Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Is that a sweet pea, anemone, plumbago? You botanists out there, I know you're out there somewhere. What kind of flower is that? Sure, it smells sweet as well. Now, you won't come across a flower like this blooming in the concrete jungle, keeping it tropical. It's plumbago. How many of my bays are going on? Another savage. Back-to-back savage. 110,000 gone. 34,000 still in the game. Yeah, you're still blooming. Now, despite the name plumbago, plants bear no plums. They are, however, often caught red-handed, covered in a suspicious chalky white substance. What could that be? Q7. Which of these novels featured a teddy bear named Aloysius, a bear called Paddington, Brideshead Revisited, Vanity Fair? What happened to just plain Ted or Boris or something? Aloysius. If you went for Vanity Fair, you didn't fare too well here at all. Brideshead Revisited. You are revisiting the game if you got... Oh my god. Is this Triple the Savage? This looks like Triple the Savage to me. 86,000 of you are gone. 45,000 of you are still in the game. It's a rough game so far. Lord Flight owned the teddy in the novel. When the TV version came out, toy bears became a trend among men, and they didn't even need to be house-trained. How convenient. Q8, which US president's wife was named Lou? James Madison, Benjamin Harrison, Herbert Hoover. Not Louisa. Not Louise, just plain Lou. Who was married to Lou? If you opted for Benjamin, you're not exactly about the Benjamins tonight, are you? It's Herbert Hoover. Sucking that one up, 51,000 of you. Lou Henry Hoover served as First Lady from 1929 to 33. Lou grew up in Iowa. It's a bit of a tomboy with a name like that. What do you expect? Yeah, you ready for Q9? Which of these claims describes the only Great Lake that is located entirely within the US? Alliterative name, largest by surface area, second biggest by volume. Oh, the Great Lakes are pretty great. Are you going to be great on this one? The Great Lakes are the largest freshwater lakes on Earth, and this one is the second biggest by volume, 38,000 if you're pumping up the volume right now. Lake Michigan is the only one located entirely in the US, and it's a lake so great it's shared by 4 different states: Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan, of course. Q10. The very first Google Doodle was created for what reason? Celebrity birthday, out of office message, historical day. Did I say Dougal? Google Doodle. It's a tongue twister. We've come to appreciate the Google Doodle and the way it honors historical days, but it all started as an out-of-office message. Did you get the message? 30,000 if you certainly did. The founders of Google took a wild trip to Burning Man, and this was their way to let everyone know they'd be unavailable if anything happened to crash. Do not crash and burn. We've got our first prize question coming up. Now, do not forget, if you get this question right, you will have to make a choice. Either take the money and run or keep it moving towards the big one, that $215,000 jackpot. Good luck, players. Let's do it. Q11. Which country is a member of the European Union but not the Eurozone? Sweden, Ireland, Netherlands. Do you know the difference between the two? About to have a wardrobe malfunction. If you went for Netherlands, you should have never said nether, cause Sweden is what we're talking about here. Oh, that was rough. 9,600 of you got it right. Sweden is not in the Eurozone. It makes it rain with kronas as their currency. We are talking dollars and cents right now, though. Let's see what we've got in the bank to ball with. We are offering 21 cents to 9,600 players. The next prize question, 4 questions away. Make your choice. I know it's a tough one, 21 cents. Are you going to take that cash? Are you going to continue in the game? 4,400 players chose to take the money. Well done for getting so far. The rest of you, we have a long way to go. And remember, guys, it's your last chance right now to use your extra lives. They won't work after Q12. Here goes. Which of these has long been a real royal ascot day in the UK? Ladies' Day, Children's Day, Men's Day. We all deserve our own special day. Ascot was just recently as well. I like to have a ladies' night at least once a month, but shoot, we deserve a day too. Ladies' Day. What do you think, ladies? 3,137 of you ladies and gents got that right. Ladies' Day is less formal these days, but typically it's been the 3rd day of the races where us gals could dress to the nines and score cheap tickets. Sounds like fun. Q13, the creator of this painting, famously featured what in his signature? Check that out. Looks like a photograph, doesn't it? What was in the signature? Butterfly, hat, paintbrush. It's a nice painting, but I would not have that on my wall. It looks kind of eerie. It's actually a painting of his mum, and somewhere on there is his signature, complete with a bizarre-looking butterfly. And you're fluttering forwards. 1,077 if you are on a brutal question. The painting by James McNeill Whistler is called Arrangement in Grey and Black #1. Looks like a mother you do not want to mess with. Don't get on her bad side. Q14. Shakespeare's play Henry V is centered on a real-life battle decided by the use of what weapon? Pistol, longbow, catapult. At least it wasn't the guillotine this time, Henry. You just catapulted yourself out of the game if that's what you chose here, because it's longbow. Are you taking aim? 559 of you are. The English defeated the French in the Battle of Agincourt by wielding bows almost as big as their bodies. Pistols probably would have done the job a lot quicker, I say. Are you fired up? We have another prize question coming your way on Q15. Let's do it. This sign is most likely to be found in which country? Check that out. Where would you likely find that sign? In Gambia, Botswana, or Ethiopia? You world travelers, have you seen this on your travels? What on earth does that sign even mean? Well, I know everything. No, this doesn't mean your car's about to levitate. It's telling you to drive on the left, like in Botswana. And you are speeding forwards, 267 of you. Back in the days, countries had you drive on the left so you could use your right hand to fight off foes, but you face a tougher battle right now. Get paid or stay. We are offering $11.24 to 267 players who got that correct. 3 questions until the next prize. Okay, that's pretty good money right there. $11.24. 137 of you chose to take the cash. The rest of you, you're brave. Let's do it with Q16. Which of these is the capital of a state with an alliterative NFL team name? Columbus, Sacramento, Albany. I bet you've never been asked a question like this ever before in life. They're not always likely to win a game, but they do have a very cool name. It's Albany. That's the capital we're talking about. You're all in. 79 of you are. Albany is the capital of New York State, home of the Buffalo Bills. For 9 seasons, the team was home to O.J. Simpson. Sorry for the reminder, Buffalo. Q17. In a music video for Leave, Get Out, JoJo wears a t-shirt that says what? Get out? You wish? Boys stink. Well, she's not beating around the bush with her messaging, is she? Her t-shirt didn't say get out, but you need to get out right now if that's what you picked, because boys stink. Yeah, you're smelling like roses. 54 if you are. 13-year-old JoJo experienced a broken heart when she had to cancel her no-good boyfriend. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Yeah, you should have focused on your schoolwork, JoJo. All right, work it, players. Another prize question here on Q18. Which of these is a famous working title of a novel by an author not born in the 19th century? Trimalchio in West Egg, The Last Man in Europe, Fiesta. See how famous this working title really is. They ultimately became some of the most famous books ever, but the one we're looking for was changed to 1984, George Orwell's The Last Man in Europe. And the last few of you, 30 of you got through. Since you're the last player standing, I've got some cash to give out. Will you take the lot or you try to hit the jackpot? What are we working with? $66.67. We are offering to those 30 players who are still standing. It's a good amount of money for a Friday night for July 5th. Yes, it is. The next prize is 3 questions away. 16 players chose to take the cash. Just a few of you left standing. Q19. Who was the second future US president to be born after the US Constitution was ratified? John Tyler, James Buchanan, James K. Polk. How well do you know your past presidents? He was once known as Old Buck, but a lot of people think that was a typo. It's James Buchanan. And yes, you can. 5 of you did. The Constitution was ratified in 1789. Tyler was the first born after that in 1790, while Old Buck was brought into the world a year later. Q20. Which of these Australian states is the largest by area? South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales. Any Aussies with us right now? Fair dinkum. It's almost 1 million square kilometres, the winner here. South Australia is what we were looking for. 3 of you made it through. If you travel to Australia this summer, don't be alarmed if you hear them talking openly about their thongs. Thongs are just innocent flip-flops. Down under, we have another prize question. This is the big one right here. Your last prize question of the game. You could win some crazy cash. If you get it right, you will choose to either run with the bag or stay in the game to try to hit that jackpot. You'll have to make it to Q30 to win that 215,000. The choice will be yours if you get this correct. Q21. The subject of this song is a team named for which of these? Oh yeah. Is it Wildcat, Lion, Badger? The subject is a team named for which of these animals? What do you think? You've heard the song before. I know you have. The track is on Wisconsin. The fight song for the University of Wisconsin. Badgers. Badgers, the answer right here. Two players got that correct. 2 players. I almost went to the university, but one looked at Bucky the Badger, and I changed my mind. I've got a Badger that can beat my behind, and I've got money in the bank for our 2 players if they want to go with that cash. We're offering $750 to our 2 players who are left in the game. Got a couple of seconds to decide. $750 is a good amount of money. What do you think? What's it going to be tonight? Both of you chose to take the $750. I think you're pretty wise. It would have been 9 questions until the jackpot. Well done. You are our big winners tonight. Awesome stuff, guys. It's D. Bottino, and we've got Magic Fruits making magic happen tonight. Both of you did that. Was awesome, players. You kicked butt. We had a ton of winners as always at various levels. A stack of cash was snagged, and you came, you played, and you slayed. I'm Sharon Carpenter. Hit me on the socials. Yeah, right there. Stop by, say hi, do not be shy. Always a fun time. And of course, we're back tomorrow night at the usual time, 9 p.m. Eastern, with a whole lot of cash up for grabs again. I will see you next week. Until then, have a blast this holiday weekend. Take care. Bye.